Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to the Drive-Thru Sim Series Amateur League. We took a week off, but hey, we're back, and we're still in Britain, which means we've got some more road course action coming straight at you from only one of the most historic racetracks on the planet. It's Silverstone, but probably not in the way you're used to seeing it. We're going to have all 36 Amateur League cars fighting for a space around this old dog of a racetrack for some fantastic action. Boy, I miss the sight of these cars. They look fantastic. As usual, I'm Drive-Thru. I'll be providing you with commentary from flag to flag. And this is the old version of the track with the fantastic bridge turn. And for those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's amazing. Drivers have this steep downhill blind right-hander. We can see Ethan Head heading through it right now, which then sets them up for a fantastic passing zone through Priory, Brooklands, left field, and then they're back out on the front straightaway.
Big dick energy.
What the Christ? $10 from Pantallica. Pan, you're literally a patron.
Super chatted $10. Smack me hoarder daddy through X3 you woo.
Oh my god. The bot loves it. And you know what? I'm all about it. Thank you so much, Pan. You're literally... You already give me too much money. Stop. Okay. We're just gonna skip the festivities because this is the Amateur League. You know how it goes. We go straight to the action, all right? We simulate the qualifying. That's totally fine. We just go straight to the race, and we've got such a long pacing lap that we're just gonna jump to the command as soon as we can. And with that, the most famous words in motorsports.
Big dick energy.
What? That's not how it goes.
Pantallica super chatted $3. No.
No. I like that the British voice is here. It's somewhat fitting, isn't it? Man, that was beautiful timing. Thank you so much. Stop. That's your month. You've already paid your month. You know I can go on Patreon and refund you your money, right? Just saying. All right. We're going to take a look at the grid. So, starting on the pole is the number 1 of TS Media. Should be he hasn't had a fantastic season, but a good start for him. NASCAR Fan 48 will be beside him on the front row. That is Mitchell Carter in the 88 and Cigar in the 12, who also has had a very disappointing start to the season. Then it's the 03 of Alan Johnston and the 68 of David Alvarez. Out of Nathan Kiani in the 32 and NJC 217 in, fittingly enough, the 17. Then it's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in the 59 and Jacob Hitz in the 0. Behind them, John Felber and Nitro in the 56, and he is starting in 12th. Then 13th, it's the 14 of Caleb Stroup and the 33 of Roger Gregory, NASCAR Fan 09, Dual Shock, Anthony Lopez, who's had a fantastic season so far. Not a great qualifying run. We'll be able to keep eyes on how the points leader does way back in the field. Then it's Ethan Head, Huang Do, K. Baker 28, new addition to the 17 with Cody Boggs' surprise departure earlier on in the week. Then it's the 15 of Jay Corway, the 89 of Orioles, the 77 of Drayden Zen, Dysick in the 97, Thick Daddy in the 81, Winty, that racing kid, Nick Sant, Cyclone, and then Pantallica, not doing great. I guess he's turned into a bit of a pay driver. He's near the back of the field. And then it's Tropical Cyclone, Slow Motion. It's been a week, all right. Dumblebore, that Iron 2003 guy, Mountain Dew fan for life, and the Chisholm family in the 57. But thank you to all of you who have shown up early in the chat because, as usual, I was a few minutes late. But that's just kind of the standard at this point, all right? Just expect me to go live at like 4:10. Even though I think I went live at like 4:15. Don't worry about it, all right? those of you who are here in YouTube and in Twitch, thank you for being here. And we can see the drivers in the final part of this very long formation lap, as we got a camera on the bridge to watch the field as they go down the hill into this fast right-hander, one of the best corners on the track, which they no longer run in the big events. Kind of a shame. But a very good look down the field as they come down the hill and through this last set of really windy, tight corners. I think we're going to see a lot of passing here today. We've got a lot of long straightaways. We got some high-speed corners, but there's also some tight technical sections where drivers can absolutely send it on the inside. So through Brooklands now, and then Luffield, and then we'll be on to the front straightaway. We have... how many laps do we have? We have 18 laps of racing. Drivers will have to pit at least once. And I think we're in for, as usual, a pretty good show. So the Dodge Challenger pace car pulls on a pit road, and the field slowly paces out of Woodcott and onto the main straightaway here at Silverstone. Beautiful old track, and we're really mixing it up here with the car choice. But the Sim Series Amateur League race number 5. Green flag in the air at Silverstone. And a great start from NASCAR Fan 48. He's got the inside line, which isn't preferred, but he had a great exit out of the corner. And TS Media immediately drops down to 3rd place. Cigar also catching a couple of positions. Deep in the field, drivers are going 3 wide, but for now the field winds through Maggots and Beckett's and then out onto the hangar straightaway. TS Media still struggling now. It looks like David Alvarez is looking to get past him. Out on a hangar straight, it's NASCAR Fan 48 in the lead with Cigar close behind, then David Alvarez, then TS Media and NJ17, and the rest of the pack all still fighting for position. In through Stowe, TS Media all over the back bumper of David Alvarez. He wants to get that 3rd place spot back. Going from 1st to 4th in the first few corners is not what you want to see. Cigar goes wide. Cigar goes way wide. And David Alvarez goes around him, and NJC's in the wall. The 17 missed the corner at Club, and he's being piled into by NASCAR Fan 09. And that might be a caution, but they might stay green here. NJC dropping all the way down the order, and the caution is out. Just absolutely missed the corner, went into the wall. Cigar missed the first left-hander, but NJC went totally wide through the second part of the corner, and I think it would have been okay if he hadn't been piled into by NASCAR Fan 09. So we can't even complete a single lap here at Silverstone, and you can see the damage done to the number 17 car. Started up in 7th place. He had such a great shot. A good finish. And it has all gone downhill. He is way down the order. So the field will race it back to the line, and then the pace car will pick everyone up. And I'm interested to see if these drivers are going to come into the pits, because they should be about 6 laps short on fuel. So if they pit now, I don't think they're going to be able to make it to the end. But hey, that won't stop them from trying. So with the yellow flag in the air on lap number 1 here at Silverstone, let's go back and take a look and see what happened to NJ217 and NJC217. And boy, Club was just a mess. I don't think the drivers were ready for it. You see Cigar just outbrakes himself and misses the first half of the corner, but it's NJC behind TS Media who gets loose, and he goes out into the wall. Everyone else seems to be going through okay. He comes back onto the racetrack in front of NASCAR Fan 09. And Huang Do just loses a ton of spots through that. And I don't think we can blame the 9 in that scenario. That was not very heads up from the driver of the McShane Motorsports number 17 car. You can see Cigar goes wide, and then I guess there was a bit of contact. So NJC got into the back of TS Media. Let's ride on board here. Oh, he gets hooked just a little bit. And it throws him further to the left than he would have expected. It drives back on track, but for NASCAR Fan 09, there's nothing he could have done. He was already really wide here. because Baker's coming back across the track and pushes him a little bit wide and just gets sandwiched. So big damage to the 17. Let's see if they're going to come in and pit the car here under caution. Probably will. So it's such a long track here at Silverstone. We can jump through the cautions a little bit just because I don't want to sit around here for the next 7 or 8 minutes with drivers pacing. But hey, it's the magic of a virtual series, isn't it? So NASCAR Fan 48 holds on to the lead. David Alvarez moves up in a second. He gained a ton of positions. Cigar back down to third. Then it's TS Media. And Jacob Hits in the number 0. He's picked up many spots as well. He's got Mitchell Carter and Nitro behind him. Then it's Nathan Keone, Alan Johnston, and Zachary Fitzwater rounding out the top 10. So, let's see if we have any takers here on pit road. I would expect not, but oh, they're absolutely diving in. So here comes the whole field. I mean, we've only been going for, what, half a lap? Are fresh tires that important? Absolutely everybody is coming in. I wonder how many tires they're going to take here. We might see some left side only calls as this is a clockwise track. Let me just see if some of these guys want to take 4 tires, or if it's 4 for everyone, or if some guys are going left sides, and it looks like it's going to be 4 for everyone. So all of the drivers keen to swap these tires out. They should be wearing quite a bit here. And it looks like everybody gets out of the pits pretty much okay here. Oh, it's getting a little bit busy back in the pits. Let's take a look here. If we can get a good camera. Oh, Pantallica's got damage. He's squeezing with that Iron 2003 guy, and Thick Daddy comes out of the pits. Oh, the 15 of Corway. Absolute stack up here on pit road. Amateur League, Amateur Hour. The 81 and the 15 are going to be out of this race. And Pantallica's got a ton of damage. Way to go, guys. Good Lord. Thanks for the 10 bits, Nort. Also, I was late, but like not as late as you. Let's take a look at this. We got drivers coming out of the pits. It's a really tight pit lane. They're running into each other, which is okay. They can rub panels, but Thick Daddy drives straight across the track. Corway does it, and he gets into the back of Huang Do, who's still putting tires on the car. And they're trying to go 3 wide in pit lane, and, well, you all know where that was going. So I believe for these 2 cars, that's going to be the end of their day. And for everyone else, maybe some extra positions gained. So just chaos in the pits. And you know what? I think these guys are going to have to pit again. So it'll be interesting to see what happens when they come in again, whether it's in a green flag scenario or under caution again. Hopefully they'll be able to get some green laps in without more pacing, because we've done a lot of pacing today, not a lot of racing. And I don't think you're here for the pacing. Just a thought, you know. The ass packing of this century. Nor with the poop mood. It's perfect. The hill crap. I love it. It's too good. Man, I gotta turn the pacing speed up here. These boys are slow. And here's the crop dusters in the back of the field. They're definitely gonna pull into the pits once we're gonna go green. And actually, it might cost some time to the drivers behind him. We see Cyclone in the 45. He also has a lot of damage from the pit road dust up of sorts. As they're, I think they're trying to fight to get back into their pacing positions. but at the same time, their cars can't quite do it. 5 bits from Ben Pie, the Monster Energy Smoke Show. It is certainly a smoke show down in the rear of the pack. So NASCAR Fan 48 holding up the field a little bit. You saw the pack stack up just a touch as we're getting ready to go green again here at Silverstone. And maybe, just maybe, it's going to stay that way for more than a lap. So the Dodge Challenger pace car pulls off onto the tight and somewhat chaotic pit road as NASCAR Fan 48 will bring the field to the green flag. Does David Alvarez have any response? He's been quick. Does he have a shot at the lead? Green flag in the air, and NASCAR Fan 48 with a huge jump off the line. Oh, and we're staying yellow. Because of the chaos in the pits, we've got another caution flag. The 81 in the... Oh, boy. Thick Daddy's trying to pit from the outside, and he spins Mountain Dew Fan, and we're going to stay under caution, and he's just trying to retire the car. But for Mountain Dew Fan for life, he's going to lose a bunch of spots in what's arguably one of the dumbest incidents in SimSeries history. And you know what? That's saying a lot. So we're going to lose, I guess, a racing lap here. And we'll just skip our way forward so we don't have to sit through a ton more pacing. This is risky, but I'll do it. Oh, we're good. So, we're going to try this again. 5 bits from Nord. Thanks, everyone, for being... Like you said on Twitter, you were lucky to get that out of me. All right. We're going to try this again. NASCAR Fan 48 leading the field, which is now a little bit more under control through the final corner and out onto the main straightaway. And maybe this time we'll go green and we'll stay green. But waiting for the flagman. And green flag. There it is. NASCAR Fan 48 gets a pretty good start, but David Alvarez already hungry looking for the inside. Nitro deep in the field. He's jumping to the inside of the 88 of Mitchell Carter. That's for 6th place. The top 5 stay single file, but deep in the field. These guys are going 3 wide again. And I ask simply to be careful. David Alvarez goes a little bit wide through Maggots, and the 12 of Cigar is now going to try and take him on the inside through Beckett's. And out of Chapel Curve and onto the Hangar Straight, they are side by side for 2nd place. TS Media and the one behind will be licking his lips because this could be an opportunity for him to claw back a little bit. That one car started on pole, and after a couple of turns, he was down in the 4th place into the braking zone of Stowe. Cigar trying to grab 2nd place back from David Alvarez in the 68, but now he's going to be on the outside as they come into the tricky club chicane. We've seen drivers make mistakes here already. This was the cause of the first caution. Cigar goes a little bit wide, but now he'll have the inside on the exit. And we got more carnage. The 56 of Nitro's in the wall. The 73 of John Felber as well, but it looks like we're going to stay green. Still side by side for 2nd place, and of course they're going to throw the caution for that. Goodness me, the 56 of Nitro lost so many positions. And the rest of the field is going to race it back to the line because we've got another yellow flag. And oh boy, I think we might have some more pit stops. TS Media going pretty wide here through Brooklands. I don't think Cigar is going to have a chance at taking that spot from David Alvarez. And, well, let's take the time to go back and inspect and figure out what the Christ went on with Nitro in the 56. And why Club is such a tough corner. Jacob went wide. Jacob Hitz went off into the grass. He came back on track, made contact with Nitro. And that's what puts Felber in the wall, too. So they didn't miss the right-hand turn. Jacob Hitz might have just taken out 2 drivers in 1 turn. Let's see if we can get a top-down view of what just happened. Jacob Hitz here, he's running up in 5th place into the braking zone of Club. he misses the apex by a lot. Nitro has a look up the inside. Jacob goes wide. He's in the grass. And then he comes back across the track into Nitro, into Felber, backs them both into the wall, and he doesn't have any damage. So the 73, the 56, and the 0, they're all going to go way back. John Felber asks how he's doing. Well, son, I got some bad news for you because that 73 took a decent clap into the outside wall and missed the tires. Actually, that's going to be a little bit more damage too. So once again, we're going to go through some Batness crazy pit stops, and we'll try to figure out who goes where, as we're going to be slapping the accelerate button quite a bit today, I realized. David Alvarez comes in. The 48 stays out. We got some more takers deep in the field, but it looks like, I think, wow. So everyone who's staying out, I think they're going to try and make it to the end on fuel. Because of this caution, they might be able to do it. But it's going to be tight. But they could also be hoping for more cautions, because if they get a second yellow, they will definitely make it to the end on gas. And Cyclone's in the wall. It never ceases to amaze me. What happens? How? What? I don't have an explain. I can't explain that one. I really can't. Under caution, Cyclone is asleep at the wheel, or he's got a technical problem or something. But he bounces off the wall, and it looks like he's okay now. A less busy pit road should be a more safe pit road, and it looks like everybody's going to get out okay. You can see they're still repairing some of the damage to that 56 car of Nitro. In fact, they're just going to pull the rear end off of it. Sure, why not? Long pit stop here for that 2003 guy. They've got the left side of that car jacked up here, and it looks like they've eventually gotten the car down, but took him a decent amount of time. So that Ernest 2003 guy is going to go to the back of the field with some sort of issue in the pit stop. So lights are out on the pace car, which means we're going to be going green this time. Hopefully we can get through Club Chicane under green. That is my only hope. That's littering. You're not wrong. So, yet again here, NASCAR Fan 48 is going to lead the field to the green flag, but this time it's Cigar in second. So David Alvarez, the first of the cars who did pit, is he's deep in the field.
Hello, I cheered. X100, Bristol, Road Course Edition.
Thanks, hello, for the 100 biddies. And, yeah, this is a little bit chaotic. Hopefully we'll get some green flag running here as the field comes to the green flag for the fourth time today with NASCAR Fan 48 in the lead. Green flag, and Cigar goes to the inside. Immediately, TS Media tries to go even lower. He's right down to the wall into turn one. Cigar eager to take the lead. NASCAR Fan 48 goes wide on the curbs, and TS Media is going to take advantage and jump back up into second place. And he is all over the rear bumper of that number 12. This is still to play for. TS Media, who started on pole, fell way down in the opening section. Now on the attack again and moving forwards. What a start from the 12 and the 1, and NASCAR Fan 48 caught sleeping through turn 1, falls down to third place. Down Hanger Straight and into Stowe. TS Media still staying pretty close behind Cigar. You see the drivers feed their way into the dangerous Club Chicane. And my hope is that they get through here okay. TS Media goes wide, and NASCAR Fan 48 is going to try and pass him around the outside through the second part of the chicane. And I don't think he'll be able to do it. TS Media just holds on to it, but Cigar is driving away. Side by side now through Abbey. It's going to be TS Media on the outside, but they're going to be side by side through Bridge. NASCAR Fan 48 clears him and completes the move. So the 48's back up into second. And the pack is closing in behind him. Zachary Fitzwater in the 59. That is Alan Johnston, who just went wide and opened the door up for Caleb Stroup in the 14. And it looks like we're going to stay green this time. Through Luffield now. The 14 of Stroup hanging away around the outside. If he can get a good run out of the straightaway. No, Alan Johnston's going to clear him. So still a lot of battling going on in the top 5. We did manage to go green through Club Chicane. That in itself is a bit of a victory. And Cigar's going to be really happy with all the battling between... Where's the 12? Oh, he's... There it is. I lost him for a second. NASCAR Fan 48 was a second behind him as they crossed the start-finish line. 6 bits from North. The Shrimps and the Owls. Thank you very much. So deep in the field, Cyclone looks like he made another mistake. 45's been having trouble today. I don't know if it's a mechanical issue or what. But he's in third gear on the main straight. I don't know if that's normal. So not a good day for the 45 team. TS Media going a little bit wide. Boy, that one is struggling. He had such a great restart. Took advantage of NASCAR Fan 48 going wide, but then got passed again by the 48. Now he's under attack from the 59 of Zachary Fitzwater. But Fitzwater goes wide, and now it's Alan Johnston looking to the inside. I don't know if he'll have anything there, but down the hill through Bridge, they're side by side still. The 03 trying to hang it around the outside of the 59. Now he'll have the inside. And this is an incredible move by Alan Johnston. But Zachary Fitzwater's not giving up yet. But it's going to be tough through here. I don't know if he can get to the inside of Johnston. Maybe. Yes, just a bumper underneath him. He's still hanging on to this 4th place. Out of Luffield and Woodcott onto the main straight. Alan Johnston finally completes the move and move that 03 up to 4th place. We have more energy coming in.
John Felber super chatted $2. Of course, when I join, I'm wrecking.
I'm sorry, John. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean it like that, but I do appreciate the super chat. Hopefully, I'll give you a little bit more power because right now, John Felber sitting down in 20th place. Although he did have to get past Pantallica, the 78, who's missing a hood and falling way down the order very quickly, as one would expect. So, Cigar still leads. NASCAR Fan 48 was a couple tenths of a second. In fact, almost 3 tenths faster than Cigar on the previous lap. So that 48 showing he still has some speed, and this could be a dogfight between these two drivers. Still got a long way to go here at Silverstone. In the Great British 150. And now it's Fitzy who goes wide through Club. What a tough corner. Caleb Stroup gets past him. But Fitzwater, he's really fighting for these positions, but that 59 right now just making too many mistakes, and dropping down the order. I hope he'd be making too many mistakes. I'd like one right about now. Looks like the 57 of the Chisholm family also had some sort of issue here. He came in and pit. So they took 4 tires for the 57. So they think they're not going to make it to the end. Which is a really interesting call. So we don't know if these leaders can get to the end on fuel. So David Alvarez, who's down in 23rd right now, I believe the first of the cars who pitted, might be able to get to the end if these drivers at the front can't. So it is not done yet for the 12 and the 48 and the 1 and basically the top half of the field. NASCAR Fan 48 was a couple tenths of a second slower on that last lap from Cigar. So this gap is still remaining around 1 second. But we don't know if they can make it on fuel. It's going to be tight. They might have been banking on another caution because we've seen how often we've seen caution flags here. And Kiani is going to come in as well in the 32. So these drivers want to pit early, and then they can get some laps in on the fresh tires. Maybe undercut the rest of the field that still has to pit. So confirmed the 2 retirements from the incident under caution, under the second or third. I'm losing track. Jake Corway and Thick Daddy both retired from the race. And Cigar is now pulling away from the 48 here, who could be under attack from the 1 of TS Media pretty soon. So Cigar aggressive on the restarts and proving that he deserves to be there. Meanwhile, the 80 of DualShock has made his way up into 7th place. Jacob Hitz, despite the incident with Nitro and John Felber, he's still running in the top 10, so he's in 9th place. And I'll be interested to see if we have any takers on pit roads pretty soon here. I wouldn't be surprised to see one of these drivers suddenly duck down the pits and try and get that undercut. And there goes Mountain Dew fan for life, who misses the pit access road, as does the 9 and Nick Sant. But it looks like that's the standard and everyone's going to be okay. As points leader Anthony Lopez on the inside of Drayden's End completes a move through Woodcott. And we have a caution. Caution on the track. Yellow flag in the air. And this could be the savior for Cigar and NASCAR Fan 48 and the drivers that have stayed out. So we're going to have to go back and figure out what exactly caused this yellow. So many caution flags here. It could have been a pit entry issue. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if it was. What is this? Oh! Slow motions in the wall. Oh, he just went straight into the barrier. Oh, goodness. Hard wreck for the 55. And that car, something broke on that car. I mean, there's no doubt about that. Boy, oh boy. I mean, that's a high-speed corner as you're accelerating onto the front straightaway. And he turns in, and the car just doesn't take it. Oh, I mean, you can see the car go left. And then he's just a passenger at that point. And this is just as some of these drivers are coming into the pits. So, a weird incident here for the 55, and that's going to be the end of his day for sure. Midlife asks, who took my bits leader? Sir, you've been passed by NJC. If you missed Friday night, you missed Friday night. It was one heck of a time.
And then with 10 to go, we'll split the field in half, and half of them can go the regular direction, and half of them
Oh,
can go
more.
backwards.
Hello Mayu cheered. X100. Michael Waltrip is the worst driver ever.
Ooh, that's not going to be good with the fans. But thanks for the another 100 bits. Hello. The bot really struggles with your name. It's like hello Mew. Hello. It doesn't even say you. It's like hello Amu. I don't know. Someone clip it. It sounds funny. That's what matters. So the field is going to stack up here behind the pace car. And now the pit strategy is going to get interesting. Because if the front half of the field, who still hasn't pitted that second time, if they come in again, the top 14 haven't pitted twice. If they do come in again and the other drivers stay out, they're going to be at the back, but with fresh tires. Is the rest of the field going to pit with them and just maintain position, but also have fresh tires? This is going to be an interesting set here. An interesting bit of strategy for sure. So we're going to do a cheeky little accelerate on over at least to the end of the lap here, because these pace laps are just so long. And quite frankly, we have an all-star race to get to after this, all right? So we got to get the show rolling. There you go. Doggo's got the quote for you. Michael Waltrip is the worst driver in NASCAR, period. You did pretty well, hello, though. Okay, pit road open. Do we have any takers? Absolutely. So all of the top guys are going to come in because it was doubtful if they could make it on fuel, and it looks like everybody's going to do it for tires' sake, except the drivers who just came in. So the drivers who were pitting as the caution came out, they are going to benefit the most. And it looks like that NR 2003 guy in the number 2 is going to be our new leader. with the Chisholm family in second. He started in last. So this strategy has absolutely shaken everything up. And oh boy, let's please get a clean exit on pit road, because this is going to get interesting. We know it's tight here in the pits, and we've already seen some trouble. Cyclone running into tropical cyclone. It's cyclone on cyclone violence. Dysik gets a little piece of it as well, but it looks like... Oh, Huang gets the 97. Mostly okay is how I would describe it. Most of these cars are damaged anyways. Oh, David Alvarez. Jesus, he takes a pretty big hit from the 77. So, at the front of the field for the first time today through luck, pit strategy, that Aaron 2003 guy is in first place. The Chisholm family is in second. And Mountain Dew fan for life, who we saw getting spun out under caution and going to the back of the field, he's in third place. Then it's NASCAR Fed 9, who was collected in the very first caution. Then it's Ethan Head and Nick Sant, Roger Gregory, Nathan Chiani, NJC, who doesn't have a rear end on the car. And then the 12 of Cigar. So he's down in 10th place. The 12, the 48, and the 1. And for David Alvarez, he is just out of the picture at this point. Way down the order. And Drayden Zen is running offline here. He might be trying to pit. I don't know what's going on. Either way, we're going to be getting ready to go green this time by. So a little bit of acceleration, because let's just cut to the action. They are going to go green here with 4 laps to go. That and a 2003 guy through pit strategy has ended up at the front, but how hungry are these drivers behind them? 4 laps left in this race at Silverstone, and hopefully we're gonna stay green for all of them, but I think we're going to see a lot of aggression here. So on to the front straightaway with 4 to go at Silverstone. It's the number 2 of that 2003 guy. Green flag is out. The Chisholm family already looking to the outside. Now he goes to the inside. Here comes the 57 through turn 1. Trying to get to the bottom of the 2, and he will do it. And, oh, the 16 of Mountain Dew fan for life making a little bit of contact with that 2003 guy. He's going to drop 3, maybe 4 spots through here. A terrible restart for the 2 car. Now Nick Sant's going on the inside. He's out in the grass. He's pushing as hard as he can, but now he's going 3 wide through Maggots and Beckett's, and that is not going to end well for him, dropping way down the order. Here comes the 32 and the 17. It is a nightmare of a restart for that 2003 guy. He went from first to probably about 10th. Cigar, meanwhile, has also had not a great restart. The 48 of NASCAR fan 48 has gotten past him. So has Fitzwater in the 59. This field is all over the place, deep in the pack, and oh boy, this chicane's going to get interesting. NJC, the first one to be going wide. He's going 3 wide with the 2 and the 48. Coming back on the track, it looks like they're going to stay away from most chaos. Jacob Hitz goes wide. Tropical Cyclone to the wall pretty hard. But I think we're going to be able to... Oh, there's a caution. Of course there's a caution. Oh my God.
Cheered.
Hold on.
X2000. Terminator 1000. Terminator 1000 bonus 200. Hey, drive through. Sorry I missed the paint stream, so here's to make up for it.
Ryan, you legend. Dude, using the Terminator biddies for the extra 10% too. You love to see it. 2,000 bits, my God. You're a student. You can't afford that. Thank you so much, dude. You don't have to. This has been a chaotic race, but thank you so much. Flying Ryan, what a legend. That's awesome. You love to see it. So, what you don't love to see is Tropical Cyclone in the 26, which is now absolutely destroyed. Now let's go back and take a look at what happened, because, oh boy, this is really turning into a Bristol, like Hello said. It's especially this chicane. What happened here? Oh, I think it was the 24 of that racing kid. You see Jacob Hitz went wide, but he kept it off the wall. And that caution was way too easily called. My goodness. Yeah, it was just a slap from the 24. That racing kid goes wide in the first section here. comes back across the track and just hip checks Tropical Cyclone into the tire wall. Hendrick Font strikes again. Cyclone did a cyclone. Well, things have been shaken up yet again. Are we going to have any takers on pit road? That's the big question. And I'm really curious here. So the Chisholm family took the lead on an aggressive restart. That 2003 guy has dropped down to 9th place from the lead. And I tell you what, NASCAR Fan 48, he's picked up a number of spots. Definitely one of the fastest cars on track, but still pretty far down the order. So, I think we might get a restart here with one to go. I think we might get a single run to the line. 1 lap shootout for the win at Silverstone and the 2 pits. He's had it. I mean, he's fallen down the order. The car's got damage. Just not happy with the situation he's in. Gonna put on some fresh tires and maybe get some spots. That's an interesting call when you've got a 1 lap shootout ahead of you.
And then with 10 to go, we'll split the field in half, and half of them can go the regular direction, and half of them can go backwards.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Loudly and cheered. X500. Terminator 100, Terminator 100, Terminator 100, Terminator 100, Terminator 100, bonus 50 back to number 3 on the bit war list.
Oh my goodness. Ryan, oh my god, dude. This is supposed to be a professional show. Thank you so much, man. Goodness me. That is a power move. You just passed, or I guess repassed, Joseph Lombard on the all-time bit leaderboard. Flying Ryan retaking that well-deserved bronze medal. You are terminated 100. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my god. 2,500 bits. 2,500 bits. You're a madman, but also a legend at the same time. Thank you so much, Ryan. I love it here. It's a great time. I'm glad you're able to show up to some of these. Even if, like, I know you're a busy dude, but I gotta get some cheer badges. That's what I gotta do. I'll make it work. Also, yes, David, N2SE4R is 4th on the leaderboard. He was 3rd, but he's fallen down. Okay. For one final lap of racing, caution or not, they're going to run it to the line. That's what matters. Whether we have a yellow flag or not, these drivers are going to race it out for the win. So the 57, the Chisholm family leads. Then it's Mountain Dew Fan for life. Then it's Ethan Head. NASCAR Fan 09 has somehow crawled his way back up here. Nathan Chiani has a bent up rear end, but he's sitting up in a 5th place. Nick Sant, who won the last event in Britain, he's sitting in 6th. Then it's Roger Gregory. Then it's NASCAR Fan 48. And you bet this is going to get crazy, especially when we make it down to Club Corner. I'm excited. This is going to be a good time. So, the Chisholm family will lead the field on to the green flag. 1 lap to go at Silverstone. Why are the lights on? Don't be doing this to me, game. Are they calling it? Are they calling the race there? Y'all had me hyped. We were going to put on a show. That's going to be it. That is the biggest shrimp of an event we've ever had in the Sim series. The race is called the 57 wins, and they're not going to run it out to the line. We would have had an insane battle. That... Oh. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined. Shrimp officials. So the 57 gets the win, and that's all you got. No, this doesn't deserve money.
Hello, Mayuchi.
Okay, that's fair.
X200. Just using this to call out these damn SSAL officials.
SSAL officials. David Hoots just took an owl-sized shit on this race. That's pretty good. Well, that's going to be that in what is undoubtedly the biggest shrimp race of the amateur league of all the Sim series. What a disgusting ending. But I tell you what, your day's not entirely ruined, because you know what? In around 10 minutes time, all right, you know, we'll get past this. You know, we'll close this race off. The Chisholm family gets his first career win. Great for him. But in 10 minutes time, we are going for the Drive-Thru Sim Series All-Star event. That's right. We have first the open race, which is going to be just gloves off hardcore racing. Nort, stop. It doesn't deserve it.
Nauto901 cheered. X100. Poop. Owl.
Just trouble saying owl. But hey. All right, we're going to get the Sim Series going as soon as this thing's over. Like, as soon as I can. We're going to just... It'll be quick, all right? There's no half-hour breaks. We don't have time for that. This race was terrible. That's okay. Because I know that the All-Star race is going to be a good show. The Open is going to have 3 stages, so each stage winner is going to move on to the All-Star race. Plus, you guys in the Discord have already submitted your fan votes, and the most popular driver will also be given a spot in the All-Star race. And then it is a 60-lap shootout at Charlotte. I'm talking over 200 miles an hour. I'm talking big draft, big grip, lots of power, and a mandatory caution with 10 laps to go. Nort says, I barely know what's going on. I'm disappointed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nort. All right. So this race is over. That's that. Oh, more bits from Ryan. Wait, why didn't it do the thing? I thought 10 bits or more it's supposed to... Oh, wait. It doesn't read it because you didn't say anything. I think 100 bits or more it reads it. 10 bits or more it does the badoom. But thank you for the 13, Ryan. Wow. So, not the greatest show in the world. But it exists, and sometimes the SSAL do be like that, all right? That's how it goes. But stay tuned, all right? If you're not hyped for the All-Star race, that's our main event. The opener fell flat. That's okay. Stay tuned. 10 minutes, quick break. Grab yourself a hot dog, take a washroom break, get a cup of water, stay hydrated. I see you, Fiasco. And then we're going to have the All-Star race, okay? Just stick around. Stick around. Here's your results from the event if you do want to see them. 3 retirements, slow motion the 55, and then it's Jake Corway and Thick Daddy. And lots of discussion to come in the Discord. Oh my god.
Split the field in half, and half of them can go the regular direction, half of them can go
There's
backwards.
Tony again.
Nauto901 cheered. X100. It don't always be like that, but when it do, it do.
Dude, I love the intonation, but when it do, it do. That was fantastic. Thank you so much, Nart. So, stay tuned, all right? Just stay tuned. I'm going to get to this as soon as possible, okay? You came here, you showed up, that's what matters. Thank you all for being here, even if the race was disappointing. But the All-Star will not be disappointing, okay? I am making a guarantee right now. The All-Star race will not be disappointing, okay? Stay tuned. Just give me 10 minutes. We're all going to get sorted out. Everything's going to be great. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. It's going to be okay. Sim Series is coming out, and it's going to be a grand old time for all-star action. Stay tuned.